go, baby. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house, baby. Live from the green room. Happy Wednesday. How are you doing? How are we doing, baby? To my to my house. Are you fucking ready for this? You're not ready for this. You're not ready for this. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome. Nobody delivers better, bro. Nobody delivers better. Welcome to my house. We got delirious. Welcome to the green room, baby. No llores por mí, Argentina. No llores. España has hecho un partidazo. That was a great fucking game. That was a great game. You have to give it. You have to give it the right rating. I don't care who you were rooting for, whether for Argentina, whether for Spain. But for you to start posting shit about Spain, oh, how can you go for Spain when they invaded us and they took our gold? And I don't. No, that happened how many fucking years ago? Who gives a shit about what happened in the past? Why do people want to still live in the past? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I will never get it, and I don't want to understand it. if you want to live with the hatred, with whatever happened in the past, bro, get over it. This is fucking soccer. Right? It's like the it's like the people who were once slaves. If you think you're still a slave, then you're the problem. There are no fucking slaves. There that I am fully aware of. No. I won't drink to that. But I will tell you, you are free to roam about the cabin. It's a round trip, not a one-way ticket. Think about it. Are we thirsty? Every single fucking time. Tenemos una sed de perros. The stars, if you think about most of the stars of the athletes that gave it their best were the goalies. I think some 2 or 3 goalies outshined everybody else. They did a great fucking job. What is his name? Zinha? I forget his name. Cabo Verde. That goalie, bro. I'm telling you, he has offers all over the world. Where is he gonna land? I have no idea. But was he an exceptional goalie? Yes, he was. I was once goalie for my high school team. Nobody wanted to be goalie that year. Like I don't know why. Jimo Savat was always the goalie that I remember. Right? He always said, oh, "I'll be goalie." This particular year, this year was our last. It was my last year. It was my senior year, and I always let everybody choose. You know, forward, defense. I was always last to put my name on the list, but I would always play as a defense, as a defender. This particular time, every slot was full. Yo, Keith in the fucking house. This particular time, the slots were all full, and the only slot that was open was goalie. So I look at everybody else. I'm like, am I gonna be the goalie? Everybody says, well, nobody wants to be a goalie. Do you want to be a goalie? I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly, baby. And I flew. Brother, I don't think you understand. I started doing me way before I was in high school. It was always trying to do something better. Except physics. That fucking class. We had a teacher who just taught the class. He didn't teach the class. He just gave you numbers and graphs and shit. But he never explained anything. If you got it, you got it. If you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, so be it. That was for everything else, I just wanted to try my best. So this time, I got the opportunity to be a goalie, and I said, you know what, I'm running with this. We have a great team, we have great defense, and I would always tell the defenders, I said, bro, I don't give a fuck how fast you think that guy is. I don't give a fuck how classy he moves the ball. Don't let the guy dribble all he wants. The minute this guy tries to shoot, just put your foot in front of that ball. That's all you have to do, and let me do the rest. If the ball gets through you, or if the guy gets past you and you tried, then I will do my fucking best. And we did great. We got invited. We got invited. They would always invite our school, bilingual, because we always lost. We always sucked. This particular year, it was our year, 1992. 1992. January, February, March. I don't remember what month it was. We went to play in San Pedro Sula, the industrial city of Honduras. First game, I would line up for the national anthem with the team, but I would never put the goalie shirt on. I would just put the team jersey on, and you know how you're supposed to salute the opposite team, right? So you walk past each other and you know, high five, high five, high five. But they would always ask, so who the fuck is your goalie? And I told everybody, I said, hey, when they ask you who the goalie is, you say it's our secret weapon. So then I would go to the sideline and I would put on the goalie jersey. These fuckers were vicious, bro. They would just come up to me and say, hey, bro, you can't be a goalie. You can't be a goalie. He says, you have no idea. We're going to fucking penetrate you like you have no idea. I said, bro, we have a defensive line. Get past the defensive line and then get past me. And these guys would all laugh. And I'm glad they laughed. Because they did not belittle me with their laughs. It was the other way around. It made me grow bigger than my 5'2", 5'3", whatever I was. Whatever I am. I think I haven't grown an inch. We did fucking amazing things, bro. We won the first game. We won the second game. I think we had to come back the following day. The following day we had 2 more games. If we won the first game, we would go to the finals. But they would have to give us, it was an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours of a break. And I remember we were drinking the night away into like 2 or 3 a.m. Maybe 2 a.m. And I told my team, I said, hey guys, we like to drink. We like to fucking party. We're getting up at 5:30, 6 a.m. We're going to go at least run a mile. But everybody would look at me like, dude, why the fuck would we run before the game? And I said, well, because we've been drinking. We are going to fucking drink. So if we go out jogging and you feel exhausted and you feel overexerted, guess what's going to happen? You're going to fucking throw up. I think it's better for you to throw up before the game than throwing up at the game. We don't want to look bad. We don't want to look like a bunch of fucking trashed high schoolers. We want to look like high schoolers, but not. Don't let anybody know how much we drank last night. And everybody's like, dude, you're crazy. But hey, 5 or 6 of us got up, or maybe 7 of us got up, and we went jogging. And there was the first guy. Thank you. We needed you to throw up because you're the one running power forward. This guy. And guess what? We beat them at their own game. We beat them at their own game. Even the other team's coach would come up back, behind my goal. He said, dude, who do you train with? In my head, if this guy only knew I fucking trained with cigarettes and alcohol. I would throw myself like I was a fucking professional. I didn't give a shit. Like, I'm numb, right? I would just throw myself and catch and deflect these fucking balls, catch these balls. I got swiped in the forehead by a foot, by by the tip of somebody's shoe. I had the Nike swoosh on my forehead for like 30 minutes. And no, the fucking referee never even gave a fucking red card. Like, you can't fucking kick the goalie. You can't kick the goalie, bro. Did we win? Absolutely. Bro, they didn't even give us a celebration. So the school thought that their school would make it to the finals, like they always did, and they had a stage where they would walk up and receive their condecorations, their awards, everything. It was a celebration for them. Little did they know that we would fucking stop them. The little engine that could. So we win the semifinal game, and they move up our game. They're like, hey, you guys are next in 30 minutes. Like 30 minutes, we were supposed to be given an hour and a half. Do you want to forfeit? I'm like, motherfucker. So here is our fastest guy, right? This guy fucking dribbled like he was fucking Messi back then. God, I know his name. I apologize if I forgot. God, why am I so bad at name? I'm so good at name, but I'm so bad right now. Anyways, he had one of the worst blisters on the bottom of his foot, like a boil. It was bad. David, que hijo de puta más bueno para jugar. David has to be one of the best I've ever seen in my high school years. So David had this boil. So my teacher told him to put a sock, and then he wrapped tape around the sock or something like that. We played an exceptional game. We beat the team that had not been beat in I don't know how many years. It was the greatest feat, bro. Come on. So our PE teacher, who was also our coach, right? On the way back, he's sitting with every student, asking them what grade do they think they should get. When he sits next to me, he says, I have to give you a 10. He says, you did an exceptional job. I think you showed us that you have heart and you have this and you have. I said, teacher, you can't do that to me. You can't give me a 10. He said, why can I give you a 10? He said, you deserve a 10. You defended the goal. We won the championship. You talked to the guys, and I said, no, you cannot give me I deserve an 8. He says, why an 8? I said, because if my dad ever sees a 9 and a 10, then he's going to fucking say, why can't you get a 9 and a 10 on every other class? So I said, you can't do that to me. Because I want to be the 7 and 8 guy. I want to be good, but not too good for my father to always say, I expect a 10 again. Don't do that to me. And I've always been that guy. Am I a 10? Yes, but I'm not going to fucking show you how good I am unless I have to show you. And I think I've always put myself in that platform. I don't want to be a 9 or a 10 every single time, because then expectations, because if it doesn't happen, then guess what? You're gonna get your fucking panties in a bunch, but I'm not. I'll drink to that. I am fucking thirsty. Excuse me. I like in junior high school. I was always a honor roll student, A's and B's, not C's and B's, A's and B's. But it was a balance of A's and B's. I never expected my mom, my dad to tell me, if you get all A's, we'll give you $100. No, none of that bullshit. I did it because I wanted to show myself that only Asians. Remember Asians were always good in math. It was in sixth grade. I met this individual who had just come over from El Salvador. His mathematics were fucking so advanced. The way he solved some problems, and I've always loved math. The way he solved some problems, I look at him and I said, dude, what the? Like, he said, but he would always ask me, like, why are you so, like, in awe? ¿Por qué te saltas? Because la matemática es tan fácil, pero vos me enseñaste otra manera de hacerlo. Because this guy would have a different way to solve those problems, right? So I learned from him and I said, look, I'll teach you English, you teach me your math. And it was one of those things where we got along together. I taught him, I wasn't his English teacher. Every school has ESL. English is a second language. So he was learning, he was part of ESL, but I was part of his ESL in recess, in class. He was teaching me the basics of math that came from Central America. And I said, dude, this guy. So I started applying that. So when we graduated sixth grade, I went to seventh grade. I went to John Muir. Mr. Rush was my math teacher. I remember one day he put a, you know how math teachers do, right? They put up a problem. Can anybody solve this? But then he said, let me solve it for you. This is how you do it. This is what you do. The factor, the denominator, that, whatever, right? Carry over and this and that. And I lifted my hand one day and he says, is there a problem? And I said, I think that problem can be solved in an easier way. So he looked at me, he says, easier way? He says, I'm showing you the easier way. I said, no, an easier way than what you just showed us. And this guy's face was like, who the fuck is this kid, right? Who the fuck is this seventh grader? Who is this fucking scrub? So he gave me the marker. It wasn't chalk, it was a marker. And he says, entice me, or whatever, show me. So when I did what I did on the board, even the whole class says, what? Mr. Rush, that is way easier. So he looks back at the fucking student, he says, what, you understood that? And they're like, yeah, like why can't we do this? Every day forward, he would try to stop me with a new mathematical equation just to see if I could solve it in an easier fashion. And I would be fucking happy to just jump up there and just go. It was a 1, 2, like the cha-cha, like the cha-cha-cha, like 1, 2, 3 step. 1, 2, 3, da. He says, yeah, but you have to give me the numbers. How did you solve this? And I said, the numbers multiply in my head or subtract or whatever the equation was. And he's like, no, like in every test, you're supposed to show me how you. And I said, okay, easy. 1, 2, 3, done. But I didn't know I was a natural accountant. That's the fucking thing, right? And guess what? I landed in accounting in the United States, of all places. I never thought about being an accountant when I was in high school. I never thought about being an accountant when I was in Brazil, trying to be a dentist, that kind of thing. But here we are. It's a natural thing, bro. We are natural born killers. We are natural born killers. It's a beautiful world, brother. It's a fucking beautiful world out there. Have you discovered what you're good at? If you have discovered what you're good at, have you applied that? Are you applying that in any fashion, in any way? I know I am. And 2026 has to be one, and I'm going to stamp this as one of the best, and I have to accentuate this fucking year. It is one of the best fucking years. Have I had good years? I've always had good years, but this is one of the best fucking years I've had in a long fucking time. And I'm not saying I've had bad years. Again, there's been good, better, best, a little better than best, but this is a fucking exceptional year. 2026, even after getting fired in 2025, December 23rd, by a fucking scoundrel who hired me to be a job cost accountant. And this motherfucker tries to embezzle. I can't say too much because now we have a $1 million lawsuit in motion, and anything I say can or could be used against me in a court of law. But then again, the evidence shows that this motherfucker took $30,000 in duplicate payments. It's in the lawsuit, so I can talk about it. This motherfucker took $30,000 in duplicate payments and applied it to his bank account as he fucking pleased. And that's not how accounting works. He says, why don't you go ahead and apply these I said, no, bro, you already got paid for this shit. I can't do anything for you. Well, go ahead and create invoices. Create invoices for what? For fake work that you already did? That's not. He said, oh, I pay you for this. No. You pay me to fill a job description, not to be your fucking monkey. Sorry. What is that one song that says sorry? Anyways. And I got fired for insubordination just because I was. Who gives a shit what I fucking did? I did it because I decided to follow the GAAP, the General Accepted Accounting Principles. I will drink to that one. I'm fucking thirsty. Getting fired for insubordination just because I didn't want to apply duplicate payment. No, bro, that is highly unethical. So his wife would come in periodically to close the books, right? To balance the checks and balances, to reconcile the bank accounts. I will drink to that too. You better fucking drink to that. So this one time, right? It's late November, and the duplicate payments show in her bank account as deposited, but it doesn't show on my side in QuickBooks, which I work, because I'm the one handling the deposits, even though he already deposited into his live account. So here I am trying to reconcile the bank account so it shows everything clean as a whistle. So she shows me this discrepancy that she thinks is a discrepancy. She said, "But you don't have these checks." And I had to get it out of my fucking chest. And I said, "Look, your husband received duplicate payments. And I know they were duplicate payments because I told him directly that they were duplicate payments. Now, if your husband deposited these monies knowingly that they were duplicate payments," I said, "that is highly, highly unethical." So she looks at me and she says, "My husband would never do that." You just opened the bank account and it shows that he deposited the monies in your bank account. I cannot create invoices in QuickBooks just to make them disappear. I said, I can't fucking do that. He did something unethical that doesn't make me I don't want to say the benefactor because I'm not the benefactor. That doesn't make me want to make it a clean slate and say, "Oh yeah, let me create invoices so this shit disappears so we balance it." No, that's not my job. My job is to have a clean record from beginning to end. But this fucker says, "Oh, we need the money because I gotta pay." I don't know what he used the money for. I can clearly tell you, I do not know what he used the money for. But apparently he needed that fucking money. I got fired December 23rd. The Grinch was in town. This motherfucker really thought he was gonna fucking ruin my fucking Christmas. Brother, all I can say is I am absolutely elated. I am absolutely grateful. I am absolutely thankful. I am absolutely happy that you did what you did, how you did it. Because this motherfucker is the one that sat with me the first day he hired me. But he sat next to me while he made his wife read a termination letter. That's how much of a fucking pussy this motherfucker was. From the beginning to the end. He made his wife read this fucking document. I said, "Annette, you know what? I'm going to let you read on because he expects you to read that document." I didn't want to fucking be here since Monday of last week. But here we are Tuesday of next week. I clear myself from every bad omen, bro. Keith, you have no fucking idea. I clear myself from every bad omen, every bad idea, every bad thought, anything you can think of. And I said, I will let you finish reading the document because I don't want to disrespect you. Because the minute you stop reading what he told you to read, this motherfucker's just sitting there with his legs crossed like he's a, you know what I mean? Like, just the biggest fucking pussy. In the meantime, I will carry my shit out. Because I don't want to fucking be here. But I'm glad you're firing me. And I even told her in front of that fucking pussy, I said, my lawyer is going to have a fucking field day with this. You're firing me for insubordination. I said, there is never insubordination. There was never insubordination. This fucker wants me to deposit money that he took as duplicate payments to make his slate clean. I said, that's not the way it works. I told you from the get-go. I told you a month ago. If your husband deposited these monies knowingly, highly unethical, thank you for letting me go. I gave her the biggest hug, bro. I gave her the biggest hug. And I said, you know what? I wish you a Merry Christmas. All I know is your husband is a fucking scoundrel. And he's going to get caught. And then he stands up. He says, do you need anything from me? So I said, from you? You're the last person I would fucking need anything right now, bro. Sit your ass down. I got my shit in the car. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Sayonara, motherfucker. 3 months later, March 23rd, it's actually March 26th, when he was officially served a $1 million lawsuit. Bro, I was already having a good day from December 24th to March 25th. When my lawyer told me he has been served with a $1 million lawsuit, that is the exact same day I bought this motherfucking bottle. And ever since he told me he got served with it, I've been taking a sip out of this bottle. Not in a glass, not in a cup, not shot glass. Straight out the fucking bottle. Straight out of the bottle. Like I'm a fucking alcoholic. Who gives a shit? So I think this fucker thought just because he got served the fucking papers, right? He got served his $1 million lawsuit. I think he believed that if he didn't just do anything with it, somebody would just eventually brush it under the rug. That is not the way it works. So this becomes public record, right? I am absolutely certain there's people who investigate, public records. Somebody must have knocked on his door and said, hey, bro, you're being sued for $1 million. If the court finds you that you're not responding, they will give the lawyer the benefit of the doubt because you're not contesting anything, right? If the lawyer stamps it as okay, proceed, they will start accruing interest on the $1 million. Somebody must have knocked on his fucking door and said, hey, bro, we see that you haven't retained legal counsel. Can we represent you in any way before you start losing more than $1 million? Somebody must have woken him up. So my lawyer calls me and says, hey, the ball is on his court. And I said, how do we know this? Well, I mean, we already served him, but now we received a letter from the lawyer, from his legal counsel. Oh shit, he retained it. Okay. From that day on, I think that's when I started drinking this. I bought the bottle when my lawyer told me that he had been served. I started drinking out of this bottle when he told me he has retained legal counsel and the ball is rolling. So now it's uphill for him. Downhill, uphill for me, I don't give a shit. The evidence will show and shows every factor that whatever the fuck he was doing was always shameful, was always I can't use those words that I want to use because everything is. These are, right, open channels. So I can't accuse anybody from. I can't say anything that sounds accusatory because everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So that's why I don't like to use those kind of words in any of my lives. Johnny Walker, let's fucking go. Oh, what a great fucking song. I do give a fuck. Now, let me tell you what I'm doing later today. I am headed down to the fucking casino again with the same beautiful fucking lady that I met 17 years ago. She's not my baby's. She's not the baby mama. I wish she was. I was gonna say I'm glad she's not, but I don't want to say that. I wish he was. But at the same time, I'm glad she's not. Because I think we get along so fucking well. With her being herself and me being myself. When we first met, we got along so well. But then she found out how... Well, I told her how old I was. She said, wait a minute. No, we can't be a couple. She said, you're too old for me. She was 30, I was 40. Like, and I said, what? What is actually it's 9 years, not 10. So what does the age gap have to do with anything? If you like me and I like you, like what? She says, no. I'm too young. I gotta live, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Anyways. Speed up to where we are at now. I'm 51. She just turned 41. Or 41 or 42. Now we get along so fucking well. We hang out, we hold hands, we talk, we mingle, we talk, we go to the next bar. Tomorrow we're doing a pool date. We're going to the fucking pool. Smashed. We're getting smashed tomorrow. I don't give a. We are getting smashed tomorrow. But now it's one of those things where I think we're better as friends. I don't see myself getting entangled in a love-hate relationship with her, because I think this is one of the best relationships that I've ever had. When she says, "Can we go to Vegas?" I said, "Yeah, let's do it. When are we going?" We've gone to Vegas 3 or 4 times. When she says, "We're sleeping in the same room, but we're not having sex," I'm like, I'm fine with that. Let's fucking do this. But then she kind of looks at me and she says, "Okay." And we've done it. We've gone to Vegas 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 times. And nothing has ever happened. We walk together. I'm the kind of gentleman that treats her like a real chivalrous type, right? I extend my arm and she loops her arm and we walk together. Nobody fucking does that anymore, bro. Nobody does that anymore. I do that shit. Chivalry is still alive. I am only 51 years old. I am only 51, baby. We're going to the fucking pool tomorrow, bro. Whether she gets shit faced like she did last time and she slept in. I mean, we didn't sleep together. I mean, we slept on the same bed, yes, but we didn't sleep together. We just. I love where my life has taken me at 51 years old. I have a gorgeous 16-year-old boy. I love that kid to death. He allows me to be me. Now that he's older, he can take care of himself. He said, Papito, I am going where I need to go. He says, Papi. No, he doesn't say that. Shut up. He doesn't say I don't give a damn. This fucking music always fucking plays exactly what. Anyways. We are going down to the casino tomorrow, or today. I need a recharge. I need to recharge this. Well, I need a new one. If I drive down hungover, who gives a fuck? I am going down to the pool with this fucking gorgeous woman. There hasn't been a weekend, or there hasn't been a weekday that I don't have fun with this woman. But mind you, she drinks, brother. She can drink, she can outdrink you. There's been days where I feel like I can't do one more beer, and she says, "Can we get another beer?" And I'm thinking, God damn, bro, how does she fucking do it? I'm already sloshed. Like, she says, "Let's get another beer." Exactly. Fireball. She is a fucking fireball, bro. The last time we were together, we kept drinking, and she's... There's pictures of us. I'm already sloshed. I think in the picture you can tell, like, my eyes are kind of droopy. She's like a fucking beady-eyed, like she's ready for the next 10 beers. And I'm like, how the fuck does she do it? She looks so fucking happy. Is it me that gives her the energy? I don't fucking know. Anyways. She says, let's have another beer. I'm like, let's fucking do it. But I said, you know what? Can we eat something while we do that? Okay, so we had dinner. There was this older lady at the counter. I don't know if she was waiting for her food or she was waiting to be seated. That is the best lady friend to have. Exactly my fucking point. There was a lady at the podium. You know how you reach the reception and there's a podium, wait to be seated? So she was standing there. And we arrived and we got seated immediately, but we looked back like, why did they seat us and they didn't seat her? She said, why don't you ask her to join us? So I went up to her and I said, ma'am, I don't know what you're waiting for, but my wife wants you to join us at the table. My wife wants you to my wife wants you to join us at the table. She says, "Oh no, thank you, sweetheart. I came down from my room and I wanted to pick up some food." I'm like, "Oh, okay." But at the same time, you're more than welcome to join us at the table. She says, "Oh my God, sweetheart, thank you so much. You're so kind." Or whatever, right? The 3 minute speech. Her husband drunk and anyways. And I said, "Okay, well we're gonna be here. If you want to join us, come back down. If your husband's still sleeping, then come." We had dinner. We had another 2 beers. She thought she could drive back home, and I said, if I am this sloshed and I want to go to sleep, I cannot imagine you driving anywhere. I said, "No, lay down. If I need to stay awake for you and watch you sleep for 2 hours so you can get sober and then you leave, then yeah, but you can't leave right now." She had already found a fetal position on the bed while I was telling her that. She was fast asleep. And so you're asleep already? I said, "Bea, we only have one bed. Can I cuddle next to you?" And I saw her, okay. That's the only time I've been that close to that woman. And I love that woman. I tell her all the time, I said, "I love you." There's nothing to hide. I mean, if you love a woman, you tell that woman you love her. That is the one thing I've discovered. Just don't go out. Just don't be the guy who just wants to tell every woman that you love her, because no, that's fucked up. Don't do that shit. That is the one woman that she knows I love her. Fireball. She knows that. What? She doesn't know it. I show it. Not because I pay every bill. No. This is the one woman that wants to pay everything equally. Like she. When have you gone out with a woman that says, no, you're not paying for me. I pay half. And I always say, "Can you stop doing that? Can you?" She says, and I'm pretty sure she says, "You're not my man." And I get it. I'm not your man. But she doesn't say it. I said, "Bea, can you..." I call her Bea because for me, she's the most beautiful woman that I get along with. I said, "Bea, can you stop doing that? I want to do this for us, for you, for us. I'm having a great time. You're the one that got the room. You have the comps. Can I at least compensate for something?" She says, "No." Tomorrow, later today we're gonna have a great fucking time. Look up Pechanga Casino. Look up Journey's End. Look up Journey's End. Brother, we're having breakfast. You can say breakfast, lunch, brunch. But it's not brunch. I call it brunch because it's between breakfast and lunch. I am having exactly what I had last time, which is this dish called Moco Loco. It's a burger patty with shiitake mushrooms on top is the best fucking sauce, and some rice on the side, brother, with an egg on top. It is the fucking most delicious dish I've ever had at Journey's End. That is, I can't wait. I'm excited for this shit. I'll drink to that. Tomorrow is gonna be a great fucking day. All I know is the last time I was with her, which was like 3-4 weeks ago, it was July 2nd. How do I know this? It's because when I was driving back home, I thought about July 2nd, right? It was July 1st, 11:50. I said I'm gonna get home July 2nd, and I'm headed to the casino on July 2nd. For some reason, my 7 became a 1, and I said, okay, 1, 2, 12. I'm gonna bet on 12. But then my brain said, no, it's not a 7, it's a 1. I mean, it's not a 1, it's a 7. 7, 2. So I kept thinking, why did my brain think the 7 was a 1? And I said, you know what, fuck it. We're going with 12. Remember I told you the story? We're going with 12. I bet $20 on 12 4 times. And it hit the 4th time. 700. I put 20 on 12. That means it pays 35 to 1. Right? So that means it's 35 times 2. 700. But I had also put 30 on red. 12 is red. 760. So I went to her machine. I said, Bea, this is what I came for, number 12. She says, what the fuck? So I said, you know what? She says, why don't you sit at the table, sit next to me, but don't sit next to me, sit one across. I don't know what, she's always superstitious about how she plays. And you know the rest. I hit $800. I don't remember if I hit it 3 times or 2 times. All I know is I told her we're gonna go have the best fucking dinner tonight. And we walked into the steakhouse at the casino. The tomahawk steak was $180, and it comes with 2 sides, but they designate the sides. I said, no. If I'm paying $180, I want to designate my own fucking sides. She says, no, we can't change that. Part of the menu. You know, fuck your menu. So we downgraded to I forget what, ribeye, 40-ounce ribeye, and we chose our sides. It turned out to be $112 or some shit like that. Not 180. No, fuck you guys. Even better. She adored it. She loved it. She said, I can't eat all that. So I'm here to help you, ma'am. I think we're gonna do it again tomorrow. I think we're gonna do it again today. Today is tomorrow. I'll drink to that. I will drink to that. I was supposed to go watch Odyssey with my son tomorrow at 10:30. But when the female friend told me I'm going to the casino on Wednesday, I quickly shuffled and I found tickets for Friday morning. And I told my son, I said, Papito, we had a scheduled meeting, movie date for Wednesday. Will you please allow me to reschedule for Friday? He says, Papi, do whatever you want, as long as I go with you. I love my son, bro. I love my son. That kid is the most amazing thing that has ever happened to my life. So Friday we're going to watch Odyssey, 70 millimeters. If you're not watching Odyssey in 70 millimeter screen, you're losing out on Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan is one of the fucking best producers out there. We're getting smashed. We're getting smashed. I'm on. This is just training for tomorrow. This is just training for tomorrow. But I have so little juice on this shit. I'm gonna need some more. I'm taking a cigar. Yes, I'm taking a cigar. Even if I don't take a cigar, we're gonna have a great fucking time regardless. Do I need this shit? You know what? Let's not even buy this shit. Let's just go with the fucking flow. So the other day, she calls me. I'm just warming up, baby. I'm just warming up. So the other day she texts me. She says, "Can you please make your pictures private?" And I'm thinking, what pictures? I said, so I text her back. I said, "Have you been snooping on my page? What should I make private?" Her pictures on my Facebook are private. Only my friends can see that. She has a Facebook page that I know she has, but I'm not friends with her. So I'm thinking, wait, Instagram doesn't have a feature where you can make pictures private unless you make your account private. So I'm thinking, I don't even tag you in my picture because I don't even know your handle. It's just my pictures. But apparently she's been snooping on my pictures. And not because I put "I love you" and I treat her with respect. She, beautiful company, beautiful day, beautiful company, right? The casino. Beautiful day, beautiful company. But if you, I mean, come on, you can see my pictures. I'm not gonna say that we look like we're in love, but we look like we belong together. Like we look beautiful together. I'm not gonna make my fucking profile private just because somebody's snooping on her page. I don't even know your handle, so how are they gonna know that you're going out with me when you're not tagged in my pictures? That's the one thing I thought, right? And I said, okay, done. I I don't know what else to do when it comes to appeasing to her orders. Unless I give her the phone tomorrow and say, I want you to find a way to make that picture be private because you can't make it. Not on Instagram. It's public. But who the fuck is gonna find you anyways? Because you're not tagged in my pictures. I don't know if she knows that. Are we all computer savvy? I don't know. But I haven't presented that part to her over the phone via text or anything until tomorrow. Until tomorrow, I will present to that shit to her and say, here's my Instagram. Make that picture private. I don't know how, unless you. I'm not gonna put my fucking Instagram page private just because her face shows on my page. For somebody to find you on my page, they need to know me first. Anyway, I mean, she's going through this whole child battle, or what is it called? Hold on. She's going through this whole, what is it called? Custody battle. It's not even a battle. Because apparently this motherfucker already has 3 other kids with a previous wife. This is the new wife that is divorced. How is he gonna find you if I haven't tagged you in my pictures? But she's worried about something, and I don't know what she's worried about. Because we're just friends. Right? For all I know, for all you know that I share with you, we're just friends. So why is she so uptight about my picture should not be with you? I don't know. And I'm not worried about it. $15 without alcohol, bro. We're gone in a snap of a finger. I don't know where 15 days went. They were long gone. I can do 15 days every fucking month, and it would not affect me in any particular way. Not emotionally, not psychologically, not physically. There's no way 15 days will affect me in any way. Because I did 15 days, period. I went jogging, I did everything I usually do. Nothing will ever fucking change. Nothing has changed. I got a good feeling. love this flavor, bro. What is it called? Vanilla cupcake. I like this flavor. Tomorrow, I'm not holding back. "15 days, clean the bad stuff out of your system." I am glad I did what I did. Because, bro, it's not the factor that I stopped drinking on the day that I burnt the fucking pizza and the whole fucking apartment was full of smoke. Remember that part I told you, where I shared with you? Oh. Oh. Holy shit. This shit only happens after 1 a.m. where my fucking sinuses just they go berserk. Here we go. Hold on. That's a badass song. Baggy sweatpants. Let's go, baby. We need a break at times, right? We need a break. No, 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 no. Today I did the opposite. I heated the slice of pizza and I left it in the oven, so it's ready for me to go dig in. The last time I was fucking way too drunk. My son was playing video games, right, in the living room, and I went to the kitchen. I ate one slice. I heated that fucker up. I had two slices. I heated the second one and I fell asleep at the fucking chair. My son says, "Hey, papi, why is it so smoky in here?" Common sense would tell me, bro. I can't get mad at. I cannot get mad at the kid. It was me that fucked up. He's playing this video game where everything shoots and whatever the fuck he's playing. I don't know if he thought the smoke was part of the right, part of the screen. I don't know, bro. I give him the benefit of the doubt. But the smell, the stench, something's burning. So here I am, drunk on the fucking, getting up from the table, and I'm thinking, oh shit, that slice is completely burnt. I said, Papi, you know what? Open the door, we're gonna put the fucking fan on, and we did that shit. And I went to sleep. Nothing else happened. I can't be mad at the kid. I gotta be mad at myself. Because I'm the grown up. I'm the grown up. It's not happening again. It's not happening again. This is where I bid you adieu. I can do one more. I can do one more. Fuck it. We're this deep. Every episode, every broadcast, I sip on the blue label. Today I cannot fucking do that. Because if I do that, I won't fucking wake up. I can do one more beer though. I can do one more beer though. Have you fucking noticed that I've done all these beers and not once have I gotten up to use the restroom? Oh, excuse me. This will not fucking last me. Man, I can do this. If I leave as early as I want to leave, This will last me till Sunday. Till Friday. You know what the weird thing is? Every time I vape this shit, I am. No wait. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. Does this mean we start the weekend right now? I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. I am lit, bro. I am fucking lit. I don't piss like I should either. This week, I have tomorrow. I have today off, and I have Sunday off. Sunday, I am going to go to the airport and pick up this fucking beautiful woman. I've been her admirer for the longest fucking time. She is one of the most gorgeous women that you will ever fucking meet. You will ever fucking see. Evelina. Evelina. She's way younger than me. Yeah, she's half my age. But we have a good friendship with her. I always told her, whenever you need a ride, I'm your guy. I'll be more than happy to go pick you up, drop you off. I have a crush on her, yes. But will I ever cross the? No, I won't disrespect her that way. Gorgeous fucking woman, gorgeous. I gotta go take a leak. I'll be right back. We're lit as fuck. We're lit. We're lit. We're lit as fuck. Last beer, that's it. We're lit as fuck. We are lit. What is this shit bend over? What the fuck? I gotta leave here by 9. You already know I only sleep 4 hours a day. There is no fucking way I'm getting up at 6 a.m. to jog 3 miles. And if I do, brother, I become infamous. I don't see myself jogging at 6 in the morning or even 7. I can't say maybe. I can't say maybe. Let's fucking go. I can't even announce that. Expectations will be fucking, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this broadcast. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's more where that came from. Keith, thank you for being here, bro. Always. I love it. I love it. I love being here. I love telling my fucking stories. I love sharing my emotions. Never a dull moment. I gotta go to sleep. I'm bringing sexy back, bitch. I'm bringing sexy back. I do not cue the music. Music just happens. God bless, brother. God bless. Inshallah. I gotta go to sleep. I already heated my slice. Hasta la vista, baby. I'm out of here. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm bringing Sensei back, bitch. Thank you for being here. I gotta go. I gotta get some sleep before I fucking drive down to the casino. Hasta la vista, baby. Good night. Good night. What the fuck happened? The stream won't fucking end. The stream won't end. What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me, bro?